The US 2025 visa waiver program list is out. And guess what? No African nation made it into the list. That shows how Trump does not care about the African continent. One will also ask the question, why is it that President Trump did not want to include any African nation on this list? And guess what? What does this list, with this visa free scheme does? It means that you can get into the United States of America, stay up to 90 days, and you can leave. One will now ask the question, is it because of that some Africans get into the US and they will never want to leave the US? Some also say that maybe this is as a result of insecurity from Africa. Some then say that, man, this is about race. Trump does not like the African race. One will also say that that might be true. Reason, because Trump has never visited an African country as a president. Secondly, Trump does not have any political friend in Africa. Go and check. But then you ask your questions as Africans and you be like, we have what it takes to be one of those nations like Australia that made it into the list, like Israel, like Italy, like Japan, like South Korea, like the Netherlands. Why is it that no African nation has made it into this list? I'm also baffled that countries like Cape Verde does not make it into this list. I'm also so surprised that a country like Equatorial Guinea that has a GDP of $33,000, GDP per capita, $33,000, same with Spain, does not make it into this list. A continent that has 1.4 billion population, but then we cannot erase the fact that among this population, we have many people that wants to leave Africa for a better country, if you ask them. We also should understand that Africa has great potentials. What do you want to say? Is it human capital? I've mentioned it. 1.4 billion population. In fact, it is stated that in the next 25 to 30 years, 1.4 billion Africans will be able to be classified as working class, that have the age to work. These are the numbers that many continents are asking for, but we have it in Africa. Unfortunately for us, we do not have jobs. Yes, we have minerals in abundance. Uranium, that is the craze right now, is in abundance. Cobalt, tin, iron, petroleum, natural gas, gold, silver, name it. Africa is blessed. But unfortunately, one will also say that the political class and the corrupt leaders has really dealt a big blow on Africans. But then one will say, if your neighbor has refused you to come to his or her house, stay in your house and make it livable, make it conducive, make it fun. Do we have what it takes as Africans to have the best countries in Africa, the best continent in the world? Yes. We have 54 countries. We have 25% of the languages spoken are from Africa. We have diversity in Africa. We have a rich culture. We have a rich history. We have sights and sounds that people from all over the world can come and see for themselves. What about the Victoria Falls? What about the Kilimanjaro in Tanzania? What about the beautiful rivers, the beautiful oceans that we have, the beautiful trees? What about God's creature? In fact, it is noted that Africa is God's man-made creature. The human race started in Africa. Why is it that we are living a blessed continent like this? It's also said that in the next 35 years, when it comes to population, Africa will be the number one. Reason, because we are highly fertile. Our women are so productive. But then you ask the question, what are we using this population to do? These are the issues. Do we have what it takes? We do have what it takes. Look at the West Africa. Look at the sweet weather that we have. We have fine weather in Africa. In fact, it is stated that Australia is drier than the driest part of Africa. We need to do something, guys. We need to come together and make Africa work.